Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. And I'm going to walk this little trail. I'm heading back to my vehicle. But I was wanting to talk about survival gear. And it's become a really popular thing. And it's become big business. Which I guess is good for businesses. But, you know, commercializing... Our society commercializes everything, and I don't know, I'm just not really, you know, I wish, on one hand, I really do wish I had, you know, more money than I knew what to do with, so I could pretty much do anything I wanted, but on the other hand, I'm really kind of glad that I don't. But I have more survival gear that I've purchased or that I've made than I'll ever need or ever use. And to be totally honest, I think most people do that are in the situation. I really do think that most of us have more stuff than we'll ever need or use. So, you know, and I'm not getting rid of it right now. I mean, you know, the prepper in me tells me to keep it because you never know. Because inadvertently, every single time I throw something away, I'm like, oh, I don't need this, or, you know, I'm trying to get rid of this, trying to get rid of that. I always find a reason to have it later after I don't have it. But I am going to start going through my gear again and get rid of some stuff that I just really don't need. And you know, I challenge everybody else to, you know, just kind of go through their gear and decide, you know, hey, I don't really use this, or I don't need this, and just kind of get it down to a little smaller pack. I'll get across this little creek here, or not even a creek. It's kind of just a looks like something that nice little area right here, and here's a good spot here. Again, talking about a nice area that if you had to trap to survive. Let's see if I'm going to jump across this thing here real quick. Okay, and you can see there are tracks here. There's tracks running along this log here. It's just a small tree that fell across this little gully, or whatever you want to call it. But here would be a perfect, and there's tracks up over there. Here would be a perfect place to set a little squirrel snare or some other type of trap that you would be using if you were out here surviving. You know, you didn't have any place to go. Let me get across here again. If you were out here actually surviving for real, that would be a good place. And again, let's move on over here. That's what I love about this here. Wintertime, you can see it. You can actually see it. Let me zoom in here a little bit. There's a raccoon right there. You can see it went over. There's tracks up over in there, but it clearly came down. It was going through the water or whatever. It went over that log right there. And if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can't. Yep. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. There we go. You can see it in the water there. So it went across, and I don't really see, there's nothing here. You can see this little log here. So there's nothing on that log. There's really nothing right there. And I don't really see anything significant on that one either. So, and I don't see anything across over in here. So it looks like it probably came down the creek here, and yeah, right here. Okay, see, right here. See it? It came down this little gully here. You know, probably from somewhere down there. And it comes down through the water. Come through here. Come across that area right there. And it went up on this little tree. Went across it and kept going down. I can see the tracks. I don't know if you can, there. I think that's, you can see it there. So, and it looked like it kept on going down the water. So I don't see anything on either side of the trail here in the snow. So here's a good opportunity to just practice learning to follow these animals. Because if you're ever out here in a survival situation, you're going to really need to understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. And wintertime here is a perfect example of how to learn a little bit about what they're doing and why and how they're doing it, so that if you do have to be out here to survive, you kind of know where you're putting your traps, your survival traps, and where you need to look for animals. And I don't know if this was placed here by a person or whether it was just laying there. Let me look up here. Nope, that just fell. As you can see right here, that's still somewhat attached. And clearly, I don't see any evidence. There's nothing, no prints in that snow. But here is another example of how you could set up a squirrel snare on this little limb here that fell to the ground. And they would naturally, if they were going up and down this tree, they would hit that and they would just come on down this right here, up and down this. Now it is a little thin, but it is a good example of showing how it would work. And again, I don't really see any tracks in the snow of squirrels or anything, but here's a prime example of how you could work one or even look for one. Set your snares along that. Place a little bit of peanut butter or something on it to attract them. And they come up that and get them with the snares. But anyway, I completely forget what I was talking about earlier, because I do that and get sidetracked. And so far I really kind of like this video. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about survival gear and how it's become so commercialized and how people are getting it and getting too much of it, really. But I'm included. You know, the prepper in me wants to keep as much stuff as possible, but the survivalist in me says, you know, you don't need that much stuff, and there's no way you're going to be able to carry it with you when you bug out. So I guess it's really a combination of both things. You know, having enough of gear that will pacify the survivalist, the prepper in you, but also having a small amount of it, enough to pacify the survivalist. So I plan on doing a few more videos today or tomorrow. I'm really starting to enjoy this weather. Getting back out here, the weather's getting kind of nice. And here's some kind of fungus that's frozen fungus. There's fungus among us, and it's frozen. So a little trail right here, and as you can see, that snow's been knocked off, and oh, there's a raccoon right there. Raccoon track right there. So it's using that little trail. And again, you know, not to keep repeating myself, but again, here's a perfect place where you could set some snares or some traps. There's those trees right there is a nice barriers, and it's a nice little natural funnel. And you can see that track, you can see that trail, you know exactly where it is. It's not difficult to see in the snow. So keep an eye on this stuff. learn as much as you can out here while you're out here. And as you can see, let me show you here. So that trail goes up in here, across that log, goes down this trail, across this log, and then back up the trail and off into the woods again out that way. So here's a perfect opportunity to learn something, to begin practicing and training when it's not necessary, because believe me, I'm telling you from experience that experience and training will outdo all the survival gear and technology that you have. You know, simple, plain being outdoors, learning, practicing, and training will outdo all of that gear you have. Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting, and enjoy the outdoors wherever you are.